1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. Pakistan and China have resolved to advance the China-Pakistan economic corridor and build Pakistan-China community of shared future in the new era. The 19th meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Council of Heads of State is underway in Bishkek. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information says Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government has always been leading efforts for the independence of the judiciary and the rule of law. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more Kashmiri youths in Pulwama district today. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and China have resolved to advance the China-Pakistan economic corridor and build Pakistan-China community of shared future in the new era. The resolve was expressed during a cordial meeting between Prime Minister Imran Khan and the Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of the 19th SCO Council of Heads of State Summit in Bishkek today. The two sides agreed to closely coordinate on challenges emerging from the changing global dynamics and affirmed that the time-tested Pakistan-China relationship will continue to move from strength to strength. They expressed satisfaction over Pakistan and China having identical views on various international and regional issues. The two leaders strongly reaffirmed the commitment to Pakistan-China, all with a strategic cooperative partnership. The Prime Minister thanked China for its steadfast support on all issues of Pakistan's core interest and expressed satisfaction over the close coordination between the two sides on multilateral issues. The Chinese side acknowledged Pakistan's efforts to promote regional peace and measures in the fight against terrorism. The 19th meeting of the Council of Heads of State of Shanghai Cooperation Organization is underway in Bishkek. The Prime Minister Imran Khan is representing Pakistan at the moods. The Minister for Science and Technology, Fawad Chaudhry, says Pakistan desires peace in the region and wants to resolve all issues with India through dialogue. Talking to media persons in front of the Parliament House in Islamabad today, he said Pakistan always took the lead for talks with India. The minister said if the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not responding positively to Pakistan's offer of dialogue, he is being exposed before the world and it will also harm India. Fawad Chaudhry said peoples of Pakistan and India have interest in peace in the region. Referring to Prime Minister Imran Khan's meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin on the sidelines of the ongoing SCO summit in Bishkek, he said the two countries have a lot of opportunities for cooperation in science and technology. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, says Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has always been leading the efforts for independence of the judiciary and the rule of law in the country. In a tweet, she said references against the judges is a constitutional matter and has to be addressed by the Supreme Judicial Council. The advisor to the Prime Minister on Finance, Dr. Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, has said better economic policies are an assurance of good economy and the government is taking steps to strengthen and stable the country's economy. Addressing a seminar in Karachi this morning, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh said the last government did not pay any attention towards trade promotion and increase in exports. He said we are facing internal and external challenges and the government is focusing on reducing the expenditure.
Pakistan's total debt and liabilities were 31 trillion. And if you look at the foreign exposure, the total foreign borrowings were about $97 billion, roughly $100 billion. And the amount of interest just paid this year alone was 2 trillion were paid by this government this year alone for interest payments. And in the coming year, that number will be 3 trillion. And to give you an idea, the revenue target is expected to be 5.5 trillion and the interest payments are supposed to be 3 trillion. So this is on the debt side.
The World Blood Donors Day is being observed today. The theme for this year is blood donation and universal access to safe blood transfusion to achieve universal health coverage. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more Kashmiri youths in Pulwama district today. The troops martyred the youths during a violent cordon search operation at Brabandina in Avantipura area of the district. The troops also launched similar operation in Nehama in Taral area of the district. Meanwhile, the occupation authorities snapped the internet services in Shupaiya and Pulwama districts and suspended the train service between Srinagar to Banihal section. In New Zealand, the attacker of the Christchurch terrorist attacks on 2 mosques, Brenton Tarrant, appeared before the Christchurch High Court through video link from prison and pleaded not guilty to multiple murder and terrorism charges. The High Court Justice Cameron Mander heard the case and later ordered to begin the trial on the 4th of May next year. And finally, cricket. In the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019, England will take on the West Indies at Southampton today. The match will start at 1430 hours Pakistan Standard Time. FM 101 network of Radio Pakistan will broadcast live updates on the match. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.